If you're a homeowner, then you generally have a pretty good idea of what your responsibilities are when it comes to insurance. But what if you own a rental and you're renting it out? We brought back in Kurt Franke from the law offices of Kurt A. Franke to once again talk about the responsibilities of somebody who's maybe got a weekly rental with one of your properties, right?
Correct. We were talking last time, I think, about people who rent vacation rental maybe for a week or so. And we were talking about the liability they bear possibly for a personal injury on the property or something like that. And someone called and asked me, well, what if I have property stolen from that property or that's damaged in some form?
Okay, now while you're renting, does that fall on those that are renting, the renters, or the person that owns the property?
Well, I think some people assume that you can work off of the person's homeowners policy and make a claim on that. Generally, renters are going to be excluded from that property, from that policy, and the renter's property is not going to be covered.
Okay.
Ironically, your own homeowners policy may cover you. If you bring that laptop on vacation and it gets damaged or stolen, you may have a claim on your own homeowners for a replacement.
Okay, and this works differently. We're talking about a short term, like if you're an owner in an investment property. This is very different than a long-term renter, isn't it?
Yeah, that's correct. I would say in long-term rentals, you always want to look towards renter's insurance. The long-term renter obviously doesn't have a separate homeowner's policy, doesn't have a separate home. They're using that place as their rental premises. They're going to need renter's insurance, which I always recommend is a very good thing for renters to have.
And I think it really breaks down to whether or not it's your primary residence.
I think it does, yeah. If you're renting for long-term, get renter's insurance. If you're renting short-term and you lose that property or it gets damaged, you may have a shot on your homeowner's policy.
All right. And if you're not sure about any of this, you can always give Kurt a call. Set up an appointment at his office over on Mill. How do they set up an appointment with you?
Well, you can call me at 827-6100 and speak with Linda. She'd be happy to set up an appointment. Or you can go to my website, which is LOCAF, L-O-K-A-F, Law Offices, KurtAFranke.com.
Great. Thanks, Kurt. We always appreciate good information, good topics. Always, when it comes to owning your home, you can count on Kurt to have some good information for us, right?
Thanks, Greg.
All right. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time. Thank you. Now.